Retro. Adjective. Designating of or suggesting a style of an earlier time that has been revived. In December of 2019, I put out a video previewing two new retro-styled helmets that were coming to the market in 2020, the Shoei Glamstar and the Arai Rapide. The Arai was the first of the two that I've managed to get my hands on, so this is my full tried and tested review. I've already gone through the construction of the helmet in quite some detail in the preview, and I've put a link to that video in the end credits. This helmet, as with other Arais, still uses the peripherally belted laminate construction and still retains that iconic Arai R75 shape. Make no mistake, this is a full-on performance helmet, not some retro fashion piece. Ventilation comes from 6 mesh back slots in the chin bar, as well as the staple Arai 2-stage brow vents. The chin vents can be opened and closed by the use of a switch on the inside of the chin bar. A new design of emergency release cheek pads also feature in what is a very comfortable interior. The channeled EPS liner allows warm air to be drawn out through a venturi in the neck curtain, as well as 2 vents in the rear of the helmet shell itself. The helmet also comes with a breath guard in the box. The Rapide is fitted with the VAS Max Vision visor, which features the new latch system, which is now found pretty much across the range. Arai have also changed the side hinge in an effort to keep a retro look. They've lost the side pods and have this new fixing. It does mean there's no quick release visor, but it is just 4 plastic screws that can be undone with a coin, and the hinge comes off with the visor in one piece. As you would expect, there is also a Pinlock 120 in the box. So that's the technical stuff sorted, but what you're really going to be interested in is what is it actually like to ride in. Let's start with the first question that I normally get asked, which is how quiet is it? Now that's quite a subjective topic because it depends on what you're riding, to a certain extent what you're wearing and your riding position. But I will say that I found the sound insulation very good. I wore it both with and without earplugs. Without earplugs I found it to be pretty quiet, just a little bit of wind noise, which I would expect anyway. When I put my moulded earplugs in, the noise level was really very low, and I think this would be a very comfortable helmet to wear over long distances. Opening the brow vents and operating the visor, etc., are all very simple with gloved hands. And I did forget to mention earlier on that it is fitted with a standard double D-ring chin strap. The new visor latch is very quick and simple to use with one hand, particularly now I'm flicking the lever the right way. Airflow is really good, and I think that's one thing that is great about this helmet. With the chin vent and the brow vents open, you do really get a nice flow of air through the helmet. Admittedly, I haven't been able to try it in warm weather here yet in the UK, but given the airflow that I've felt through this, I can imagine this will be a fantastic helmet when the weather starts to warm up. Despite thinking the eyeport looked quite narrow when I first took it out of the box, I have to say I was really surprised at just how good the vision is. Peripheral vision is really wide, and because the eyeport is cut back quite deep, shoulder checks and looking to the side create no problems whatsoever. And although it does look narrow from top to bottom, it actually gives a really good field of view. It is something that really surprised me when I was wearing the helmet on the bike. The quality of the lining and the structure of that lining as well, again as you'd expect from Arai, are top notch, and it is a very comfortable place to put your head. Given that quietness and the good ventilation, this is a helmet that I think you could wear all day long with no problems at all, and that's something that you can't say for a lot of the other retro styled helmets. The interior is also fully removable, washable and replaceable, and as you get with the other helmets in the range, the cheek pads and the temple have the 5mm peel away sections, which give you the ability to really fine tune the fit. But having said that, getting that fit shouldn't be a problem, because across the 5 different size helmets that they offer, there are 3 shell sizes. And I will add that I think the facial contour system that Arai use offer Probably the most comfortable cheek pads that I've tried in any helmet. So, are there any negatives? Well, there's not very many, to be honest. Obviously, one thing to consider is the fit. In terms of head shape, this one tends to be suited more towards intermediate oval head shapes, I would say. In Arai, I'm at the very top end of a size large, and sometimes the helmets can appear to be and feel a little bit too small around the face. So for this review I opted for an extra large, and actually it fits me really well. I was very pleased with the fit on this. Now, I'm not saying that you need to size up on this helmet, I don't think you do at all. This is just particular to me. My head is just a fraction over 60 centimeters, and that tends to be right on the cusp of a large with Arai. So if you've not tried or worn Arai helmets, I would very strongly suggest you go to an authorised Arai dealer and have one of the trained technicians fit this helmet for you. If you get one of these helmets in the right fit, I don't think you will regret it at all. One thing that I think some people may grumble about is the price. This helmet in the plain colours retails in the UK currently at $449.99. If you want any of the graphic versions, they're going to come in at $529.99. But as I mentioned before, this is not just a token attempt at a retro helmet. This is a full-on, full-fat Arai performance helmet, just with retro styling. As I've discussed in previous videos, we know that Arai's testing far exceeds what's required for the ECE 2205 regulations, and this helmet also has ACU gold approval, so if you want to use it for a track day, you've got no problems there either. I can't think of any more detail that I need to add to this review, so let's head over to our roving reporter for his closing words. So what's my final summary on the helmet? Well, you get the legendary build quality that you'd expect from Arai, and the safety is second to none. It's a comfortable helmet, it's well constructed. That eye port, despite looking quite narrow, gives really good visibility. It's incredibly wide, and it's one of the better helmets of this type that I've tried. If you're into this kind of 80s retro style helmet, then I'd seriously recommend going and checking one of these out. If I've missed anything out, or if you've got any other questions, you know where to ask down in the comment section down below. And all that leaves me to say is until next time, thanks for watching, take care, ride safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.